And that's a memo. Now for the top story tonight. Do I have it wrong about the progressive movement? Joining us from Washington, constitutional attorney and radio talk show host Mark Levine, and Penny Hill, a former advisor to Senator Harris. It's the court, and the Supreme Court will decide about this McDonald's Chicago. It's not the government, because the government serves the folks, Ms. Lee. You got to understand that.
Right,
but right now, what the Obama administration is putting forth, and I want Mr. Levine to address this, is look, you do this, buy health insurance, for example, for the greater good. You do that, give up all your guns, because we don't like them. And that is drifting toward a very, very authoritative state, Mr. Levine, is it not?
Well, no one's asking anyone to give up all their guns, Mr. O'Reilly.
Well, they're asking Mr. McDonald to give up his gun, and he says
No.
he has a legitimate need for it. Yes, that's why the court is hearing the case.
The people of Chicago voted to have gun regulations. Now, I am a liberal strict constructionist. I believe literally in the terms of the Constitution, which says that a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. No one's taking away anyone's militia rights. But apart from a militia, it seems to me that instead of having judicial activists determine what guns you can have and what guns you shouldn't have, we should rely on the elected representatives of the people.
You did a little sleight of hand, Mr. Levine. You left out the comma because you read something. Now, there is a comma in that, what you just read. Now, a well-regulated militia no longer exists in America, okay? But there's a comma after that. And the right of citizens to bear arms shall not be infringed. Has nothing. It doesn't say militia members. Bill. It doesn't say militia members.
It says the right of the people. Doesn't say the right of citizens.
Doesn't say militia members. So, and it's clear if you look at the letters, Mr. Levine, if you look at the letters, and I have one by Thomas Jefferson, I personally own it, okay, that they wanted individual, you didn't have to be in a militia. You could have been a farmer. They wanted individuals to have protections against tyranny, which is what Mr. McDonald wants. But I don't want to debate history.
That's not what's in the text of the Constitution. I just wanted to be clear here. I'm a strict constructionist. You're the judicial activist.
As the Supreme Court has ruled for 270 years.
No, sir. They ruled that last year. They ruled that last year. For 200 years, they ruled the other way.
Throughout our history.
Putting those people into the system is going to save us all costs, and it's going to lower everyone's costs. So it's a good thing. I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing that there's a reason they do it. I'm saying, Mr. Levine, it's authoritarian. The progressive movement. George Soros yesterday, did you hear this on a factor? Says, oh, Obama should have nationalized all the banks, taking them right over. George Soros, head of the progressive movement.
That's not what Democrats think. Bill, let me ask you a question. Do you think it's authoritarian that the government taxes you to pay for police force? That the government taxes you to pay for
They have the right in the Constitution to levy taxes.
They do?
Yep.
But wait, I may not use the police force.
Doesn't matter.
I may not use the firefighters.
They have the right in the Constitution.
They force me to buy for something
Mr. Levine,
I don't need.
You asked a very good question, and I'll give you an excellent answer. They have the right under the Constitution to levy taxes on me, and they do. And they use that right every single day. They don't have the right to force me to buy something. That's not in the Constitution, sir. They can't do that.
Well, that's what you're buying. You're buying health care. Health care is for everyone. Look, a lot of states force you to buy car insurance.
Health care is for everyone. I'm sure there are people out there going, I don't want it. I don't want it. See,
everybody lives or dies, Bill. Everybody needs health care.
Some people want to die.
It's like the police.
And after this discussion, I think
there'll be more of them. Some people may not want firefighters.
All right, Ms. Lee,
some people may not want the police.
I'm going to give you the last word. All right. Thank you both. Very lively debate, and we appreciate it.